Hey guys, welcome to 8 o'clock. This is Joey, and unfortunately today I still don't have Chichi. She's still in Dubai chilling in the desert. She has deserted us.
You are still watching 8 o'clock and I'm catching you live from Dubai. What?
And Christian is somewhere in Southern Province for some reason. Christian, if you're watching this, watch Choma Bunch. Yeah, he's actually in Choma. But to replace them, I got myself a money counting machine today because this episode is all about money. And my co-host looks like money. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. How
Do
you
you want to
doing?
introduce yourself to the 8 o'clock, guys?
Hi, my name is Peasy. That's all.
Bro, if they don't know you, then
Yeah.
they probably just don't have a radio.
obviously. I want to, get your attention. Okay, just move forward from this subject to another issue. The word on the street: special duties. Is special duties is the phrase on the street. Now, 4 permanent secretaries for special duties at State House, and this has been labelled unnecessary and duplication of duties by some quarters. From 1 in the previous regime to 4 now. What's the reason, in the increase in these permanent secretaries for special duties?
But how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Just looking forward to today's episode. We've got question tags, we've got hate rankings, and we've got the trending news. But we're going to get right into the question tags. So I have one for you. Are you familiar with the question tags?
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so which one is the best date that breaks the barrier to touch him or her? A, cinema. B, 8-ball pool. C, bowling. And D, swimming.
It's got to be swimming for me.
How come?
It's got to be swimming. You have to show her to do the strokes.
Then afterwards you can show her the strokes. I see where you're going with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. All right, I got one for you. Which alcohol shows that you are a big buyer? A, Johnny Walker. B, Cavassier. C, Blue Label. D, Remy Martin. Or Moet.
I don't drink, so I don't know most of those on the list. But maybe I'm going to go with A, Johnny. Afterwards, you can walk her to the bedroom when you're done. Because it's going to be so impressive, but I don't know. I hear
agree that
Moet
was
is
weak?
expensive.
Can we agree that it was weak?
Yeah, it
was weak.
No, but Walker?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Jeez. All right. We'll just get away with it. Okay, so what happened this week? So firstly, there's been a shortage of medicines in most of the hospitals. And it's been 6 months since the new government came in, but we're still having a shortage. And I heard that they were supposed to sign an MOU with someone who was supposed to bring in
like a
medicines
contract, yeah.
a couple of months ago. But up to now, we still don't have medicines in the hospitals. And everybody's just wondering what's going on at this point. Because Ministry of Health is one of the most funded ministries in this country. But how do we still not have medicines? It really doesn't make sense to me at this point.
Funny thing is that, the current government, when campaigning, they campaigned on this. They gave you spoiled drugs, they gave you defective condoms, they gave you this and that.
So I'm not going to allow that in my government. No condom. Anyone found using a condom will be arrested.
When we come through, we're gonna do all this and that. But it's 6 months down the line. It's very disappointing if you ask me. I was seeing clips the other day on the news where people have to buy their own syringes, you have to buy your own drip, you have to get in there and buy your own medication. And let's be honest, the average Zambian, just the layman, the normal Zambian, just a low-income earner, cannot afford to go to a private hospital, cannot afford that prescription that you're giving them. And I thought, New Dawn and everything that's going on.
Things are going to change. That's what we were expecting, but
Maybe
things are
it's
still the
still
same. Because you go there and you're still getting Panadol and Coartem. It doesn't make sense. What's next? They're going to be telling us laughter is the best medicine? I don't know. Another thing is Roman Abramovich has his assets frozen in the UK. And obviously this has affected football club Chelsea. And they're putting sanctions on all the oligarchs across the world. And the question is, are these sanctions really going to help stop the war? Is Putin going to be moved by these things? And I don't know, when it comes to Chelsea, it's starting to feel like it's a bit of a personal attack because now the club's not allowed to sell tickets, they're not allowed to sell merchandise, they're not going to be allowed to sell and trade players in the upcoming transfer window. And it just feels a little bit extreme. They have the FA Cup that's coming up over the weekend.
Yeah.
And no Chelsea fans are going to be in attendance because they can't sell tickets.
This one's tricky. I know if you're a football lover, they really like got you in your heart, like they're touching the football now.
Yeah, because I'm a Chelsea fan.
Yeah. Oh, eesh.
Great. Wait, what team do you
Extra pillow?
support?
Extra pillow?
First, what team do you support? You look
Arsenal.
United.
Arsenal. No,
Ah,
no,
geez, you can't say
no,
anything about
no.
Chelsea.
I can say something about Chelsea.
No, you can't.
Let me say this. I'm not sympathetic with what's happening to Chelsea Football Club. As an Arsenal fan, I am happy. You can get relegated, you can lose everything. I will not
Of
care.
course, this is where 10 points behind.
I will
Yeah.
not care. But if you look at what football stands for and what it has stood for before, they said no politics in football. How come now that there's this war in Ukraine, all of a sudden we need to, put sanctions even on club owners, and where's this money coming from? And with the COVID-19 pandemic,
Yeah.
Abramovich did, donate a lot of his money.
Yeah.
A lot of his money.
And the
to
hotels were used for housing COVID patients as well.
all that. At that time, his money didn't matter. They just said, okay, just bring your money. We don't care where it's from. Or, we don't care what you do. But all of a sudden, now that there's a war in Ukraine, everybody's acting different. When Israel invaded Palestine, there were some players, Riyad Mahrez and them, were showing the flag, the Palestine flag. And they were all sanctions and fined.
No politics in football.
No
We
politics,
don't want to see
no
any
one.
of that.
So for me, it's we're being two-faced with this.
It's a bit weird. And people don't even know that possibly 800 people that work for Chelsea could possibly lose their jobs because of this. Because it's affecting the revenue streams in the club. And it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Another thing that we have was the cancellation of the Youth Day celebrations, obviously because of the death of the fourth Republican president, RB. But it seems there was a bit of a lapse in communication with the UPND government. Saturday morning, they announced that all celebrations are cancelled. Literally 2 hours later, Jack Mwimbu is out there in, was it, what
In
town
his
is
constituencies. That was
Monze?
Monze.
Yeah, in
Monze.
Monze. And he's commemorating a Youth Day celebration. Like,
Yeah.
what's happening with the communication? Hasn't the Ministry of Technology told these guys they need like a WhatsApp group or something like that at least?
The only thing that is disheartening at the moment is our radio equipment. I think it's very important that we look into that issue urgently.
Because maybe they were still waiting for like the letterheads and
Yeah.
an official broadcast. But yeah, that was the confusion. So we're just wondering, how did these guys actually communicate?
Funny thing I would say this, the worst performing department in the new Dawn administration,
Yeah.
right just behind Ministry of Health, is the communications department.
So what,
They
that's
suck
Ministry of
at it.
Information and...
Whoever they are, just whoever is in communications, you suck.
And like, honestly, I'm not even trying to attack women or anything like that, but the minister, bro, like, she can barely read official statements that are published. I just do not understand what's going on. Am I being a hater?
You just have a problem with the English thing, eh?
Yeah.
First it was the writing, nah,
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah, I do.
But I think they just suck. Let's just be honest. For me, communication is like should be P1. And the fact that you came into power saying Chipante government will be methodical, hey, what not. When it's your turn, you need to shine. You need to be the blue-eyed boy in the room. But looking at the minister and just the whole comms department and the mistakes they have made, it's a comedy of errors, man.
Yeah, it is, man, because Chipante Pante and then you come and you're Chipante Pante part two. It's we're expecting better. President Hichilema opened the National Assembly recently, and I don't know if you watched that or you heard, obviously you're on radio, you obviously saw that and everything, but he encouraged people that were involved in corruption in the previous regime to come forward. But it just feels a little suspect to me because you've been here for 6 months and you're saying we're going to come arrest them, all the corrupt. 6 months later, you've only caught one person, and she wasn't even a politician. None of the big fishes have been caught. It's just like the small people that are coming behind.
65 million is not small fish, Joey.
Now, if she's
It's not
getting
small,
65,
it's not small fish, Joey.
what do you expect? What do you expect the bigger boys have? 65 is coming from someone that we knew nothing about. What about the people that we actually know?
Which people do we know?
That's a very good question, ACC. I hope you're watching this. We need a couple of names. Because this is starting to feel like when you're kids and
Yeah.
then someone steals meat from the pot and your mom's like, you guys come, just tell me who took the meat, I won't do anything. And then immediately you cook it. Even your
You get the smack.
you're getting beaten right after that. And who's honestly going to come forward and
Nobody.
be like, I stole 65 million. I'm just here to give it back. No one wants to tarnish their reputation. So I think if they have the names, let them just go right ahead and do it. All this wasting time, wishy-washy stuff.
For me, Joey, President Hichilema needs to. When it comes to
Man's
this
trying not to
thing
get
with
arrested.
corruption, you need to up your game. Because at the end of the day, we were promised there's grand corruption, there are thieves, there's that. You must have information already. When he was sworn in, inauguration, he said, I'm giving you 3 months. Come forward. If you come forward, we're gonna,
We're going to do
retrieve
the whole...
and whatnot, and we'll forgive you. We'll give you amnesty. But it's 6 months down the line and we're still pleading with the criminals. There's one thing that I've learned in life. I mean, the boy who cried wolf. It's either the wolf is there
Or the wolf
there is nothing.
So
So it's either you have something or these guys have nothing.
do you think it was one of those power moves? Like, let's just do this and see who's going to come forward because they didn't really have the information?
I think so too, because that's what it's beginning to look like. It's beginning to look like that. Because every time you come on and say, I'm warning you, I'm telling you, come forward. Come. Who took the meat from the pot? Let me see your hands. When everybody has already, done already like I'm a 16, you've even done something else. Nobody's going to come forward.
No one's going, because the time's already passed. And
the
who's
fact
going
that
to want to come forward then?
The most irritating thing I keep hearing is, we will embarrass you. We will embarrass
Wait, they actually say that?
And I'm there like, it's been like 7 months now.
That sounds like a primary school move. That's something a primary school teacher would say. I'll
Definitely.
embarrass you in front of your friends. Like, ooh, embarrass. Like, this person just stole, like, let's just say 100 million theoretically. And then they're going to be afraid of, we'll embarrass you. Like, it really doesn't make a lot of sense. Apart from that, 30 BF MPs suspended for 30 days for... I was about to talk about skin lightening because I was about to say for bleaching. For breaching.
Yeah.
The English today is not working out.
It's okay.
For
It's okay.
breaching the
You
regulations
passed
in
for
Parliament.
Minister of Information and Media.
Just after firing shots and now I can read off the screen. Yeah, so they got suspended and obviously the first conversation was the UPND are doing things in an abrupt way and how can you suspend 30 MPs from the opposition party? But that happened as well in, was that 2017?
Yeah,
when UPND
yeah,
MPs
yeah.
got suspended?
They got suspended too in the past, and obviously the speaker was looking to just set an example of how you're supposed to behave in Parliament.
In view of the foregoing, it is my considered view that Mr. B.C. Lusambo, MP, is out of order to remain in the House after the nullification of his election by the High Court.
And I know that when you look at it honestly, when you look at that ruling and read it and see how events transpired, the PF have a point. Those guys protested because the UPND minister came, finance minister, came and quoted a law that does not exist anymore. I was like, hey, you're a lawmaker. You come into a place where we make laws and you go and quote a law that does not exist anymore. That was repealed by a constitution that was signed by Edgar Lungu. And they were like, no, we have a point here. These people came back, they apologized. So we had a point. We had to be heard. That's why we did that.
Exactly.
So I don't think, in my own little understanding, I think it was a bit too harsh.
Sounds like Chipante punted to me, to be honest. Have you heard about the lotto closing down?
Yeah. Nothing new. Hi, this is Zambia, where lottery companies come in, and when they can't pay out, they ship out.
So, wait, Zambian Lotto isn't the first one that did
It's
this.
not. Remember Kwachamania? There were those cards where you scratch, and then you win money instantly.
Wait, how old was I? That's the first question we need to be asking. How old are you?
Wait. Everybody play
Kwachamania?
Everybody play Kwachamania.
I don't know how old everyone here is, but...
you know how they say that children have luck?
Yeah.
My older brother would take me every time to go and play Kwachamania, like, you scratch it.
Did you ever win?
It's sad.
And I feel like that right there was the problem with Lotto.
Yeah.
Your chances of winning, what was that thing they used to say? You have higher chances of getting struck by lightning
Than
winning the Lotto. Especially if you live in Northern Province, because there they sell lightning in bottles. Or someone has to do is say your name and you get struck. But then it's
the
like
Lotto?
the football what do you call it?
The
Football betting companies.
Betting companies.
Are doing way better because if you're going to take a gamble, you have way higher chances of you winning on a football betting side than you winning with the lotto.
Than guessing numbers. Any day, if you ask me to guess numbers from a machine that's... No ways, I'm going to go to football. And obviously, I think them shutting down, obviously, that might be, play a huge role in it because obviously we've got so many betting companies. But some of them, though...
Some of them are a little
Some
sketchy.
of them, though, little sketchy. And you can pick out the big ones, the major ones, and how much money they are raking in.
Yeah.
And we've seen this, that even ZRA came in to just try and show them that, hey guys, we hear you're making money. So 20% kajat at one will be,
just
make sure
start
it's
deducting it.
remitted. And there was a huge debate about it. But I think Lotto just lost its popularity. They're not making as much money because it's 5 kwacha per line, per slot. So if you played Lotto before, you have.
No, I haven't.
I have, so many times. I played Lotto before. So
Yeah.
they'll charge you 5 kwacha per line. You guess your number, another 5 kwacha. Maybe you think 3 is the lucky number. So you have 3 lines, that's like 15 kwacha.
Yeah.
The same amount on a football ticket, my friend.
Because I've seen these, you bet 2 kwacha, you win 1.5, you win 2 grand.
I mean, it's football. Everybody thinks they're a genius at football. That's in Zambia, that is.
It's Bola Yapazeri live on Supersport. Hello and I welcome you to the Godfrey Yugashitaru Stadium 107 here in Kabwe. In as far as Zambian football is concerned, it is Waliankanga ndi Waliankanga, Waliankuku ndi Waliankuku, Njanji ni Njanji. Kabwe Warriors taking on Napsa Tangala Bola in this week 12 Premier League fixture in as far as Zambian football is concerned. Now both teams are coming into this game with confidence in as far as football is concerned. Now it is interesting to check out their formations in as far as the way they are lining up for this game. Join us on Supersport, your world of champions, to witness yet another milestone in Zambia now in as far as football is concerned.
Nah, it's all over the world.
I think
It's all over the world, man. I
Everywhere,
promise.
if you just get on a bus or anything, the first things that would start conversations were 2 things. Bazambia, why? Or Bachiwalungu.
Everybody the buses started a
Everybody
conversation
started a conversation. They'll join you.
automatically.
Bazambia, hey, but don't matter. Bachiwalungu. Conversation starters. Just like that. So everybody thinks they are, this huge sports analyst, guru, and something. So they've literally taken over. If there's any competition, any lottery that's out there and surviving in these times, then they must be really smart. Because even the Bonanza, remember?
Yeah.
How our mothers would just
Go, you
join
get money for
and-
vegetables, and the next thing you're going to play the...
the slot machines. They're not as popular anymore. Why? Sports betting. I think it's just kicked them out. And they can't survive. If you can't, introduce something new, sports betting has just like reinvented the wheel down here.
Nah, it really
And,
has.
and it's they call it youth empowerment on the streets, by the way.
No, it is, because you look now, you can't watch any Zambian comedian without seeing a betting company advertising on their videos. I mean, these guys are just taking over everything. At first, I thought it was a dream.
I saw somebody
But they
that was
shut
actually
down.
asking a betting company to add a promo code. I won't say who.
I wonder who that is.
I wonder who that is, huh? That guy.
Some people are the audacity.
The audacity to
You
ask
just
for sponsorship.
Go online and start asking people to... Anyway, man, forget about that. The Livingston City Council, together with the Zambia police, gunned down stray bobos. So, sorry about that.
Okay.
So the
Have a
thing
drink.
was in Livingston.
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
All right.
Yeah, so the Livingston City Council gunned down 2 bobos because they attacked a 2-year-old girl and they ripped, I think it was her stomach apart or something like that. And very gruesome story. But is the council really doing enough when it comes to controlling like either stray dogs or dogs that are owned? Though that might not be the conversation because these dogs actually had an owner, right? But maybe are dog enthusiasts breeding these dogs a little too vicious? Because you know how everyone wants to have the toughest pit bull, the toughest boer bull.
Obviously.
But then you can't get them under control, and this is the result. This is the...
I think, with dogs and the law and the council, We have laws in the country that actually tell you how many dogs you can actually keep in your yard.
You know,
regardless.
the number of laws that you're quoting, I'm thinking you should be in parliament.
At this particular juncture, I would like to decline.
PZ for MP, 2020, when's it? 2026. What ticket would you stand on?
I won't say.
You're about to give us an name. Just give us a name.
Wow.
Come
That could have
on.
been suicide for me. No.
Independent? Okay, we'll just go independent for now.
Independence.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. The laws in the country say you can only keep 2 dogs. 2 dogs. And I saw a funny video once, when Mao Sampa was still mayor of the circle. He was playing around with 3 dogs in a video. So he was playing around with 3 dogs and he's like, uyu wina ngo number 3 abwera cheko holiday. Sankara pano. He knew he was...
Now I remember that because he knew the law.
Yeah, the mayor was breaking the law in actually having 3 dogs in his yard.
Yeah.
But he had to be smart about it. So you are only permitted to have 2 dogs. The issue is the people that are breeding these dogs or reselling them. What laws govern that kind of, how many are... The council needs to work on that.
Yeah.
When it comes to you and your household, you definitely know that you need to keep your animal confined. It's in the law. You need to make sure that it doesn't harm anybody. That's in the law. You get charged. This is not the first time we've had this incident. 2 years ago, we had a girl just in Roma that got, mauled by dogs, 7 German Shepherds.
Why would someone keep 7?
7, okay?
And that means for them to do that at the same time, they're all equally as...
They're very dangerous dogs. And they went and mauled this little girl and, everybody was up in arms and talking about it just the way we're talking about it now. But what was done after? Council, not funded. Council, no money. Council, no manpower. So if we're going to look at a solution to this, we need to give back, the council facilities, the money-making facilities to them so that they have enough money, enough manpower to actually, go out and enforce these laws. But otherwise, I'm telling you, if this continues at this trajectory, we'll sit here, and God forbid, a year later, we're going to hear of another incident of somebody being bitten by dogs.
And which is exactly what we don't want. So you've heard it here. He's quoted the law. If you're keeping more than 2 dogs, you're barking up the wrong tree. What's trending? Sadly, this week, I already mentioned it, but we lost 4th Republican President Rupiah Banda. And I think he's had a great political career and he's had a great life, to be honest. And the one thing that struck me reading about all the history, I could go there, but obviously by this point, you've heard it on like every TV and radio station. But he started politics really young. And it's so different because these days you don't hear about someone that's an ambassador at
27.
How old was he? 27.
27.
That's like really young,
Impressive. I'll say this. President Rupiah Banda was my favorite president.
were you at UNZA at the time he was president?
No.
Nah, 'cause
Did you benefit? No.
Listen, the reason BC is even this high, okay,
Yeah.
it's pretty low now. It's because he increased it twice in 1 year.
Come on.
What a great guy.
A president for all Zambians. See why I loved him. I'll say this. Rupiah Banda was my favorite president.
Yeah.
I loved Rupiah Banda. I was one of the people that was depressed when he lost. I didn't run out to celebrate with everybody. Yeah, power to what.
It's only been minutes since the announcement that the opposition leader Michael Sata has won.
I was so depressed. My mom was looking at me, wow, I love this man. He's
Like, RB,
he's such
come on, you don't understand.
a president for all Zambians, like a father figure in the house.
So before we go
He's
any
like your
further,
favorite uncle.
do we know what ticket PZ would stand on now? I feel it's out there. It's out there. Now we know.
If Banda was president, yes.
Only if he was president.
Only
Okay,
if he was
fair
president.
enough, fair
But
enough.
hey, he started very young. We should learn something from him. As young people, we should aspire to, take a public office and just, put ourselves forward. Because with the class of Rupiah Banda, VJ, Venon Mwanga, and them, they were very, very young. They were in cabinet. Some were 21, others 25. Our 4th Republican president was 27 and he was a diplomat. And they got into the system very, very young. I always despise the debate of young people saying, no, we need an example to be set or something, or give them a seat at the table. I think these guys already set, that example, and you can see what they have done and what they achieved with bringing on young people at a young age and what they will achieve. I don't need a young person in my generation to start saying no. Point at, or the older generation telling me to point at a young person that's doing as better than I am. I'll point at you, the old guy, because you came in at a young age and they give you a chance. We need to be more responsible as young people as well, because with great power comes great responsibility.
You watched the new Spider-Man, didn't you?
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
At least we are the same age.
We're the same. Listen, it's just that my beards haven't come in yet, but trust me, we're around the same age.
We're getting there.
But it's like there's two sides to the debate, because some people feel, the young people are not working hard enough.
Yeah.
But the other side is they're also not being given opportunities by some of the politicians, because the further we go, the older the average age of the politicians just keeps on going up. Because they were like 25, 27. Now most people in parliament are like, what? 40 and above, 50s maybe even. So it's like, are they not giving us enough opportunities as well? It's like the only time they need young people these days is when they need the militia or the cadres and all these other things. But then when it comes to actually empowering people with positions...
How ambitious, I'll ask you this, Joey, how ambitious is a young person of this generation now? Because Rupiah Banda didn't just wake up that morning when he was 27 and, give me a position. It started earlier on. Interest, you're in school. You're getting involved. And then you get to your 20s. You keep on, you offer yourself for leadership. They pick you, you start doing something, okay?
Yeah.
We must not wait. The problem with us, our generation, this generation, we're all about Nike shoes.
You're both in Nikes. Are you very short at us now?
We're all about Nike shoes. We're all about, a bottle being served on our table with fireworks, so that we can post on our Instagram and just show off. And then afterwards, when we go back Monday, instead of using that money wisely, or just, I'm not saying don't have fun. Have fun. I bore. Trust me. I bore. But all I'm saying is...
Even without ball a bit.
I
had to ask.
Yeah. So when we sit down and set our priorities, we need to make sure that, we have our priorities set right. If we're given an opportunity, are we going to show up? Are we going to act responsible? Are we going to take that opportunity? Because the guys in the past were given an opportunity and look at how they performed.
Yeah.
Okay? But we are here, instead of investing in us being, qualified enough to be offered those positions.
Yeah.
We're doing totally the opposite. There are a few young people that are working so hard and deserve those opportunities. Kudos to them.
Yeah.
But the majority of young people in this country, I'm sorry to say, it's a sorry sight.
Hey, you heard it from the man with the Nike shoes. Go out there and just do it. Just aim for success and get it. So I've got some hate rankings for you.
All right, let's hear them.
Okay, top 5 signs you're in a situationship with him or her. You look like you just thought about the situationship. But there's a ring there. I won't ask any questions. 5, calls you at particular times.
I agree with that.
That's like a after work, we need to talk like at the end of the day type situation.
Like you can't call me after 7. do not call my phone or text me after 5. I'm at home. I'm a family man. What are you doing, Natasha? No.
Baby, it's just work again. Yeah, I told them not to call me at this time at work. 4, always dragging along with fake promises. Situationship sign?
Yeah.
Fake promises? But then fake promises are for everyone. It isn't just a situationship.
That one is no.
Could be.
Yeah.
3, never meets you in a public place alone.
Definitely. Definitely.
Facts. I agree with that one. Number 2, never introduces you to friends or family. Now, these days, people have no chill. They'll introduce you.
People
You're going to know
brave.
everyone. You think you're the main, but you're still the side.
It's like they play for Brave Nchanga Rangers these days. Lusaka.
Listen, so you have one turbo, I have one turbo. It's ego now. It's ego. Number 1, never takes you to his or her place.
Where's the venue though?
I could think of a few places. Listen, I just heard a rumor.
Yeah.
It's not that I do this, but it's probably like lodges. Lodges are the place. Lodges, hotels.
Sorry?
Huh?
How much is it?
What?
How much?
Huh?
How much?
Huh?
Per night? 2 hours?
2.
3?
You
Part
didn't
time?
hear it from me, but part-time, like 250. You can find a good place. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's just skip over that. Top 5 Zambian dog names.
Okay. Let's hear this. This should be interesting because I know there's some dogs that, before you even ask the owner what the name is, you know what it's going to be.
You have an idea
You
what
have
it's
an idea,
probably
like,
going to be.
and depending on which side of the neighborhood you live.
Whether it's Ku or Kwa.
Yeah, because Uku is at German Shepherd. Uku, bazaitana at police dog. So it depends where.
I can't even remember the last time I heard that.
Police dog.
It's been in the areas lately.
We're the German Shepherd at home. Uku kwao, but I'm a police dog.
Man.
Police dog.
Who is your police dog?
Yeah.
Number 5, Tiger.
It had to be.
I mean, I don't even understand. Why are you naming a dog after another animal? It
Tiger.
doesn't make sense to me. Number 4, sports. Yeah, that one sounds a bit white. Hey, sport. You can't say that in a sporty. No, it's different. Number 3, danger.
Danger was so common.
And you know the funny
So
thing
common.
is, it's always that
So common.
mongrel, common-looking
Yeah.
Zambian dog that's called danger.
Danger.
How you called danger and your ribs are showing this side? It doesn't make any sense to me. Number 2, lion.
Lion was popular with the hungry dogs. Every brown mongrel dog in the neighborhood was just called Lion. Ukamba by Popo Lion. Ni kali, anaijua na mchida.
This dog named Lion Danger, always found by a bin somewhere. Half the time they're near a bin, eating trash. Geez.
King of the trash.
Number 1, Bingo.
Bingo was his name. B-I-N-G-O. 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 And Bingo was his name.
So that's the thing. Bingo, I feel not as much. The older generation, maybe they liked it a bit more. I don't even know why they used to choose that name because it doesn't make sense to me. So I've got some clips for you.
Okay. What?
Can we see that again? I think I missed it. What happened?
The guy at the back. Look, the guy goes, Tree. And the guy just goes, look at the next guy. He just goes to cover, so like, there's the now space here. Like,
just continue dancing like nothing
just
happened.
Come up. Nothing happened here, nothing to see. Continue.
But he didn't even look like one of them. He just looks like a drunk guy that came on stage and tried to join into the dance.
I think he's dressed for the part. But look at how they all dress.
What's the dress code? Those orange, those purple. Let's just say it's a Tonga dance group.
If One Direction were from the Copper Belt, they would head in that direction.
That direction.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we have next.
A strategy of stopping other people.
I know your phone is ringing, but if you're joining the conversation on the Movie TV Plus, okay? Channel 1, the top star decoder, channel 104.
Hello?
Later on, you'll be able to come
Yes.
through and give us
Yes,
your
sir.
contributions on the number that is scrolling on your
Nilibwino.
screen. Those that are joining the conversation from across the
Nilipa
continent of
program,
Africa,
please. Can
you
you
can use
excuse
our
me?
social media platforms. Our handle is Ask Movie TV. I do know for a fact that you are answering your call, and
No,
it's
I
good.
just hope the question. Me, I'm on the platform.
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
Yeah, of course.
Why do people still have him on TV? I don't understand.
Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah.
Wait, did you ever interview him?
No,
Was he been to your station before?
no.
Oh, why not?
Never.
Because you didn't want someone picking up the
No,
phone.
never.
while you're, like, on air.
I think he needs to be interviewed, but not at a radio station. Somewhere
So you
else.
see, when you just go down Great East, somewhere along
You
the
said
road.
it, not me. You said it. Andrew was trying to be serious about it, like, yeah, yes. So we are here talking to the poor people, especially prison.
Hello?
Nini pa program, money statistics.
I don't understand it. Makes no sense to me.
Lungu, my president, your president, our president. Wow.
You've done that, you know.
How did you master that?
Say it again. Let's do this again.
Wait,
Let's do. Yeah, you know, like a poem.
How does this go?
Yeah.
This is like one of those school
You
poems.
know.
Okay.
Ooh.
My president. Your president. Our president. Wow. How did you master that?
You gotta love Bowman, right? Give us some germs.
Now listen,
Wow.
this guy's my favorite politician. I won't even lie to you. Apa, you know, there's just like a pressure that I need to.
I will call you. Don't call me. I will call you.
No. It's just like a something that I'm expecting.
Oh.
But once it clears, I'll sort you out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is like one of those uncle gigs, man. No, just send me your CV and I'll connect you. Okay, so I have no. Do you know how this works?
If I said yes, would you say I'm corrupt?
One of these politicians left you a little something. Huh? No, just don't ask me those questions here, Zek. Something trying to switch up the interview.
For you to have a money counting machine,
you need to know how to count the money.
when you're counting money, I've seen it being used in the bank. So put the money on top.
On top here?
Yeah, like that.
Okay, so
Make
we
sure
do
it's
this.
straight. Yeah.
Is this right? Is this correct?
Yeah.
And then what do we press?
Press something.
Is it on?
Is it on?
It's not.
Oh, okay. 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 Okay.
We do this? One.
Wait. Let me just touch the money first. You said I'm the money guy. Let me touch it.
Receive.
This is 10,000 kwacha. Count it. Count it. I'm waiting. Count. That's 10,000. Count it.
It looks like 9.5.
Count it.
You're that confident.
Count. I'm confident.
So as you can see on this show right here, we love money. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving out 10,000 kwacha every week. And if no one wins that week, we're going to roll it over to the next week and you can win 20,000 kwacha. Because on this show, we hate being broke. This is the money that took Chichi to Dubai and Christian to Southern Province. I'm not sure you need. I don't think you need all this money to go to Southern Province. No, we sent him on a helicopter. That was the trick we did. So starting next week, you can win money on We Hate Being Broke.
How much do you have in your pocket right now?
See you on the next episode. Next week.
It's been a vibe. Bye.
It's been a vibe.